Number one, the main thing is awareness, quality awareness. And so what does that say? That says, first and foremost, you got to recognize your ability to heal. You've got to give yourself the best opportunity to heal. So if you're not sleeping well, if you're not eating well, if you're not meditating, if you're not actually in tune with who you are from a cellular level, very deep innately, then yeah, you probably are going to have to reach out and look externally for help. And that's when it gets really confusing.
It's so profound, dude. It's so profound. It's so key. I've heard a lot of 8 pillars of wellness, 8, truths of health. 5 pillars. I've never heard awareness be number 1. That's so key, dude.
Yeah.
Because if you're not aware that what you're eating is shit and it's making you feel terrible, it doesn't matter.
Bingo.
Like nothing, it doesn't even matter what you do next.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. Okay, awareness is number 1. Where do you go from there?
Yeah, and so I always like to add in the distinctive term or word quality in front of each one of them, right? Because it sort of identifies the fact that there is a spectrum on each of the pillars, right? So you can have awareness, but having quality awareness takes it to a whole new level, right? So we've got quality awareness is number 1. Number 2 is quality sleep and recovery. And again, thinking at the higher level, right? So like number 1, you got to work on the awareness piece, and then right underneath that, almost at the same level, is quality sleep and recovery, because it almost doesn't matter how well you work out, how well you eat, how well you move around all day long. If you don't sleep and recover well, you probably won't even have the capacity to be aware.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so then we move into number 3, and it's quality consumption. And I love that pillar because consumption, just the word consumption makes you wonder. I think it makes you wonder, well, what does he mean? Why is he using the word consumption? It's because it's not only food and drink, but it's also the energy that we consume all around us, right?
Yeah.
And again, it goes back to being aware of that. So you've got quality awareness, quality sleep and recovery, quality consumption. The next one is quality activeness. And before we get to the last one, which is quality exercise, a lot of people think, well, Josh, you're a trainer. You became known as being a fitness trainer. I'm surprised that quality fitness isn't higher up on your chart. But I'm like, if you're doing steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 well, then quality exercise just becomes icing on the cake. Or the icing, it just becomes much better and easier. You can do it whenever you want, instead of having to do it all the time.
Yes.
Right? And so, just to touch on the quality activeness, the reason why I put each of these in this prioritization is because the higher up the ladder, if you will, or the reverse pyramid, usually denotes that you can do it for much longer, right? So we could and should be aware all the time.
All the time.
And then we should be sleeping and recovering most of the time. And then we should be consuming a little bit more than say activeness, right? So like we could sleep, recover more so than we could ever be active, right? But we can be far more active than we can ever actually exercise, right? So it kind of just goes one into the next, into the next, into the next. And then let's say you do all 5 of those very well. This is what optimization is all about.